almost ready to leave for our last trip of 2019. We usually take sort of a winter trip, end of autumn, beginning of winter in the last half term. We're off to Devon today, near my mum. We haven't seen this year for various reasons very much, so we're looking forward to that. The weather's not great, but then it is the UK, it is the end of October, and we have a policy in our family of we make the most of everything. So see you soon in Devon.
Hello, still raining.
Yeah, but we're off the motorway and we're on the A361, I think, past some really weird places.
So it's the A396 on there?
No, well, we are on the A361.
Oh, right, okay. And then we're changing.
Craze Lowman, if that's how you say it. Warnicum. I love looking at the names of weird places. Anyway, we're on.
Think about turning the radio off. Might be something copyrighty or something you're not allowed to have.
Oh yeah, true.
I don't know.
And we're about 12 miles away, so. Yeah.
So we're off to go and see your mum, aren't we?
Not till tomorrow.
Not till tomorrow.
Today we're just setting up in the rain and settling down and relaxing in the caravan.
Well, according to my weather app, it's going to stop at exactly 2:01. So we'll see, shall we?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Steve's always ever the optimist, whereas I'm slightly more realistic.
So this is where we say goodbye to wide and multiple wide lanes, and say hello to lanes with no markings on whatsoever, and obviously a bit thin too.
And as you can see, we're coming up to a really convoluted junction here. We've got to sort of turn right, look both ways, then you come to a T-junction, you've got to look left, right, straight ahead, really sharp bend. Luckily, you need lots of pairs of eyes to deal with this, and we have them in the car. Then we're on this narrow road. Briefly, you'll see the river to the left, and so there's lots of flooding, and it's really narrow, so take your time here.
Doubt you've heard it all before, but this is a classic. Just take your time, do not rush, and things will just happen. Now when you drive and you see the very small signs and you complain like a buggery, well, this is one of them. If you actually go round the bend, we haven't done it, we go on foot to the pub around there, but when you go around that corner there is a bend and a bridge, and you will have to turn around. There's no way you can get through it. Now we're here now, and it's time to let the Diddy men do their stuff. So first of all, there's a car that's about to come out, so we can watch that, and then the motorhome will then start up and drive off, and then we're in.
With checking completed, we've now got to wind our way through the site to find our pitch. Barriers up and off we go. Oh, we're here. So we're going to take Jess for a quick walk, which we always do, to let her have a wee, and then Steve can get on and do his thing.
And then as you'll see on this site, you'll see from the motorhome in front of me, they're allowed to park forward facing, so you can see actually down the valley. So this is what I'll do. I shall just move us in with the motor mover and just bring it onto the front. Okay, so I'm just checking here. So this is an app that I use on the phone for weather. So I select weather, and then select the Windfinder Pro, and luckily it's in the right place anyway. But yeah, it does. So if you can see on there, it tells you that obviously green is at 1 o'clock. And you can see the strong winds and heavy rain, and then at 2 o'clock very small spitting rain, if any. So we're just going to have a quick butcher's outside.
Yeah.
Come and have, Fiona, come and have a look. I just want to go outside and have a quick chat and just see what the status of the rain is.
Yes, it's still raining.
No, it's not. There isn't any.
Yes, it is. I can feel it against my feet.
Rubbish.
Yeah. Steve believes, you see, that if there is an app, it's got to be accurate.
It was, and Doug, there is no rain. Just accept the rightness of me.
No, I'm not accepting
And accept
it.
the rightness of the app. It's not raining.
Yes, it's misty rain. Look, see,
Just
look at this.
rubbish.
See? Here
No,
you
it has been raining. It has been raining.
It's been
but
raining
it is not
heavily.
now. Look.
Yeah,
look.
and actually, no, it's 5 to 2.
Oh,
So
no.
he's got that wrong as well.
No, but
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
early, aren't I?
Yeah.
I'm early.
Yeah.
Yes. So we're in, we're all set up, and the front cover is drying in the nice glorious sunshine that we have and the bright blue sky. And as I go wandering around the site here, you can see that there are some quite nice opportunities for some arty-farty photos. In this field down the bottom, you'll see that there's a rabbit. There was a whole pile of rabbits, but there's only one left because they heard me coming. But if I pan a little bit to the right, on the road there, you'll see, what, 4 pheasants? Look at that view. Look at that view.
Yes, absolutely. It's a gorgeous view, and I do quite like us coming away at this late in the season, so it's back end of October. Usually, because the sites that we go to are quite empty. It's usually the last week that they'll be open, unless they're sort of a 12-month of the year site. And it just grounds you ready for the winter. In our family, it's a busy time of the year. We've got lots of birthdays and things on. It's just a moment to breathe and enjoy a quiet few days before the winter sets in. I mean, look at it today for the back end of October. It's just gorgeous.
I'm going to get the camera actually and show you guys some of this. Look, you can see how empty this place is as well. So I'll just put the camera around here, so you can see that there's not a lot of people actually on this site anyway, but the views are quite stunning. And when you get blue skies and weather like this, brilliant. You can't complain, can you? It's brilliant, isn't it?
No, it's lovely. There's just loads of things to photograph and really be nosy about, which we always really enjoy. So I thoroughly recommend coming away just for a few days towards the end of the year. One of our days out, we decided to visit the very famous little town of Clovelly. Only to find when we got there that you have to actually pay to go into the town. Cost us 20 quid to actually visit the place, so it had better be worth it.
That's because you're not allowed to take your cars, are you?
And it is beautiful. I mean, look at it. You know, but 20 quid? I'm still reeling from that. I wonder how much they charge to visit Swindon. Hilariously though, on the day we were there, about every other person had a dog, but this is possibly the least dog-friendly place we've ever been to in Devon and Cornwall. None of the eateries allowed us to take a dog in, which I thought was highly ironic, seeing as we were paying to visit.
So when you get down to the bottom, there's a nice glorious harbour. In fact, there's a nice hotel down there where you can eat as well.
But not if you've got a dog, so forget that. But it is very, very pretty.
And you'll see the boats that are there tethered up both sides with chains. And that building there in the red is a lifeboat station.
So the water must come in pretty deep. And you can see here on the day we visited, it was really windy and quite cold. And that's the sea outside the harbour wall.
But in spite of the weather, we did have a damn good look round. And Jess came with us as well, look. Jess, what are you doing? She is.
And then begins the really long climb back up. Just so that you know, if you've got mobility issues, Clovelly may be a struggle for you. However, you can get a Land Rover down and pay even more than the 20 quid. And we did get to spend time with my mum, and she came back with us with her little dog, Foxy.
Foxy were ever so good walking with Jess.
Yeah, they seemed all right, didn't they? I think they'll get used to each other.
Along there, very good, didn't they?
Well, that's it for this year and this season.
Hope you had a great Christmas and have a very, very happy New Year.